The question here is, find the value of x in the equation x raised to the power of minus 3 is equal to 8. Find the value of x in the equation x raised to the power of minus 3 is equal to 8. So the equation, so this is a solution. The equation is x raised to the power of minus 3 is equal to what? 8. So the first thing I would want to do here is to convert this 8 to an index number, right? Is to convert it to an index form. So 8 in index form can also be written as 2 raised to the power of 3, right? 2 raised to the power of 3 will give you 8. 2 raised to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. That will give you what? 8. So 8 can also be written as 2 raised to the power of 3 in index form, right? So this will now be x raised to the power of minus 3 is equal to, so I will convert this 8 to an index number, right? So the index form is what? 2 raised to the power of 3. So that's 2 raised to the power of what? Of 3. So having gotten this power of 3 will cancel out this power of 3, right? So what I now have left is x raised to the power of minus 1, because 3 here is 1, right? 3 here is 1, right? Is equal to 2 raised to the power of what? Of 1. And anything raised to the power of 1 is equal to that number. 2 raised to the power of 1 is equal to 2 from the 1 index law of indices. So I would remove the 1. So I have x raised to the power of minus 1 is equal to 2. So the next thing I would do is to apply the negative index law of indices in order for me to remove this minus sign. So the negative index law of indices states that s raised to the power of minus a is equal to 1 all over s raised to the power of a, right? So in order to remove this negative sign, I will have to find the inverse of what? Of x, write out the inverse of s. That's 1 all over x raised to the power of a, right? So here, x raised to the power of minus 1 will be written as 1 over what? X raised to the power of 1 when I apply the negative index law, right? So x raised to the power of 1 is the same thing as x, so there is no point writing that, so I will remove that 1. Is equal to what? Is equal to 2. 1 all over x is equal to 2. So this 2 is the same thing as 2 all over 1. 2 divided by 1 will still give us 2, right? So the next thing I will do here is to cross multiply. So when I cross multiply, what I'm going to have is 2 times x will give me what? 2x equal to 1 times 1 will give me what? 1. So I have 2x is equal to 1. The next thing I will do is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x, which is what? 2. So this is divided by 2. Divided by what? 2. So my 2 will cancel out this 2. So x will be equal to what? 1 all over what? All over 2. This is my answer to this question.